Now, y'all already know what time it is. It is time for the mess, so let's get into it. What's going on, you guys? It's your boy Scotty by Nature TV, and we're here for a brand new episode of Yes for the Mess. Okay, and I am freshly off from work and the barbershop, judging by my wrinkled shirt. Yes, I'm just now getting off of work, and this video was supposed to have been out yesterday. Actually, this video was supposed to be out yesterday, but I fell asleep and we winded up interviewing, going ahead and interviewing like Color Me Pink and all that. So I just said, you know what, I just do this video when I get home from work. Cause this week has been a trying one, but next week I'll be coming right back through with the videos, and I still got to review My Killer Body. I got to figure out how I'm gonna fit that into my schedule. But yes, I do plan on reviewing that. Was gonna review Housewives of New Jersey, but I still don't know if y'all want me to. But if y'all ask me to, I probably will. It just depends on how I feel. However, let's get into it. Now, before we get into the mess, I got to do a little bit of promo really quick, okay? Now, tomorrow night, the boys return. Boys Night Out returns, okay? Josiah, Scotty, and Maddie, Jamar, and Terrence will be back on your screens on Saturday night at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. That's 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. This will be our last show for the next 2.5 weeks because I'll be celebrating my birthday for the next couple of days. But don't you worry, because there will be a Boys Night Out getaway vlog, and like I said, Josiah will probably be the one that's producing it, so we'll see how that's going to work out, and then we'll probably have that as a sit-in until our next show comes. So yes, we'll be back at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time tomorrow. Okay, next up is my collaboration with Playboy Marty. It'll be coming soon right here on my YouTube channel. He's a famous TikToker. He's from the same city as me. And yes, we're about to get it popping. So y'all be on the lookout for that. Next week is also the interview with Color Me Pink. Now, we've decided to push the date up a day early. Jamar made the new flyer already. I just haven't put it up here yet. But instead of February the 10th, it will be February the 9th. But at the same time, I'm going to change the time and everything else when I'm done with this video. But yes, the interview with Color Me Pink will be out February the 9th. We filmed it yesterday, okay? And the next thing is up is the promo for y'all, one of y'all favorite panels by me, and here it is. And that was y'all's favorite panel, the Whether You Like It or Not reality TV panel. We will be covering Basketball Wives and The Real Housewives of ATL when both shows come back out. Okay, so that's it. That's all. So let's get into the tea. Now we're gonna open this thing up with Young Buck. Okay, now Young Buck has been arrested for vandalism, allegedly damaging his ex-girlfriend's car. Okay, now we're about to get right on into this article, which comes from TMZ. Okay, we're gonna read it and we're gonna dissect it. All right, so Young Buck got busted in Nashville, Tennessee after allegedly kicking the crap out of his ex-girlfriend's car, TMZ has learned. According to the arrest affidavit obtained by TMZ, Nashville police officers responded to a domestic dispute on Wednesday involving Young Buck and his ex. Cops say when they got to the woman's home, she told them that Young Buck texted her early in the morning that he was coming over. Police said that the woman told them that Young Buck began kicking the door when she didn't answer. Buck's ex also told cops she went outside after he bounced and noticed damage to both passenger and driver side of her car, which was parked in the driveway. Police say they confirmed there was damage to the woman's car and there was some security footage of the alleged incident. Not long after, the cops say they found Young Buck driving the car he took to the woman's home, and he was arrested during a traffic stop. Young Buck was booked into jail on a vandalism charge, but he's already out on $1,000 bond. We reached out to Young Buck's camp, and so far, no word back. Okay, so that was the TMZ article involving Young Buck vandalizing his ex-girlfriend's car. Now, Young Buck, why are you out here vandalizing these folks' cars? Like, what exactly did she do to you for you to be vandalizing her car? What exactly did her car do to you? Why y'all go for people's cars when they don't want to open up the doors for you and don't want to call you and don't want to do this for you, don't want to do that for you? Y'all want to sit up here and do all that. Well, like, why? Like, why? Why? I don't understand. I don't understand. And when you told her she was coming over, like, did she tell you not to come to her house? Did she tell you that? I'm trying to figure that out. Did she tell you not to come to her damn house? That's what I'm trying to understand. Did she tell you not to come to her damn house? Because that is the only thing that I could see as to why you kicking car doors down and shit like that. Like, that is crazy, Young Buck. That is crazy. And then now that you arrested and all this other stuff, 50 Cent decided to speak up on you and all this other stuff, which I feel like 50 Cent is really full of it. Like, I just can't stand 50 Cent. And everybody be going up for him and his bullying tactics and stuff like that. It's always about somebody owing him some money. Child, at some point, you just got to charge us to the game. And you got enough money. You don't need it. I'm just saying, like, it just kills me how people really be going up for this crazy stuff that he be doing. It just crazy to me. After the news came out that he went to jail, he was one of the first ones to speak up. It just, I don't know. It's just crazy to me. I just don't understand, child. I really don't. And like I said, he 50 Cent gonna always have something to say about something. But Young Buck, you just put yourself out there. But this is what 50 Cent said, because I didn't put it up here because I wasn't intending on talking about it, but it ran across my mind. He said, Buck B Unit, leave that girl alone. She didn't know you had all this issue going on. None of us did. And he best to be coming up with my money. And I'm just like, here we go. I'm like, 50 Cent, go somewhere and sit down. Like, you ain't got to kick nobody when they down. You really ain't got to kick nobody when they down. He already down enough already. He don't need you to kick him while he already down. He already done got arrested for kicking in that girl's Nissan Sentra, and you up here taunting him because he ain't paid you some money. Child, okay. But yeah, if that girl sue you, I hope you fix her car, because her Nissan Sentra did not deserve the kicks that you gave it. I'm just being honest. It didn't deserve none of that. Real shit, it really didn't. So you didn't have to kick that good car in like that, kicking down doors and smacking bitches. You ain't have to do all that. You really did. You just took it way too far messing with that good car. I'm just saying. I'm really just saying. Real talk. But we're gonna go on to the next story, which is Nicki Minaj and the City Girls. Now, there has been some underlining beef with the City Girls and Nicki Minaj for quite some time now, and I never understood what it was about. Never understood why JT, I'm fly with it, and Young Miami, bitch, I'm from the city, had any type of issues with Nicki Minaj. And that was one situation where I scratched my head on it, because y'all know I'm definitely not a barb over here. I'm always criticizing Nicki most of the time anyway. But in this particular instance, I just didn't understand why they ever had an issue with her in the first place. So recently Nicki Minaj was on Head Crack and L'Oreal's podcast, and they asked her would she ever work with the City Girls, and this is what she had to say, okay? Let me play it for you.
Well, I don't know. What I will say is that a few years ago, I saw a video of them, and I asked someone on their team at that time. I asked someone about them. Like, oh my God, I heard da, and I saw this video, and that's cute. Dad, like, I was thinking about jumping on a record, one of their records that was out at that time. And then social media happened. You know what I'm saying? Social media happened with when, people will say things about someone, like an artist, whether they tweet it or say it, or whether they get pulled, whether it gets pulled out of them in an interview or something like that. And the thing is, whenever you Whenever you post something on the internet, it's there forever.
Yes.
Whenever you say something in an interview, it's there forever. So, as a human being, an artist is a human being first. So, if I, as just a regular human, was about to do something with you, if I was about to go out to dinner with you tonight, and then I get something that says, "Yo, she don't really fuck with you like that. She was saying this, and she don't really like you, and she said she hopes you actually, never pop or never flourish, and da da da." I'm not gonna go out to dinner with you anymore because now I know that I like you, but you don't really like me. So I'm just, that's just a human way to feel. If you hear somebody was saying things about you, not just one thing, but repeated things, repeated tweets for years, not just one thing. So
it's hard to let that go.
It's let go.
Yeah.
It's let go. But it's about, why would I work with somebody that doesn't like me?
Right.
For years.
Okay, and that was Nicki Minaj speaking on the City Girls and their situation. Now, before we get into anything else regarding this story, I just want to say this, okay? I just want to say this. I am not a fan of Nicki at all, and you guys know this already. Never just been, like, I've always, like, in the past, I've liked Nicki, but in recent years, I have not. Mainly because of her personality. I think her personality is trash. But in this particular instance, I cannot say that I don't blame her for feeling the way that she does. Because at the end of the day, I get, when I sit up and I talk about collabs, because I like to collab with people. Real talk, I like to collab with people. As you can see, there's the Boys Night Out panel. There was the first Whether You Like It or Not panel, and the one that I got now, and then, the roaster reviews, and, all the little standalone panels that I may do here and there. You know what I'm saying? I like to collab with people. I like to give people a shot and all this other stuff. So a lot of the times when I'm sitting here and I'm asking people, who should I collab with? And I see certain names, and it's like, I just don't say nothing when they name certain people, because it's like this. Why would I even say anything? Because at the end of the day, I know what's what. I know that this particular person really don't like me like that. So why would I want to work with somebody who don't like me? You know what I'm saying? And like she said, it's most definitely a human reaction. Why would I want to work with someone who don't see it for me? Why would I want to work with somebody who really don't like me like that? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just real talk. So that is a human reaction. Yes, she's an artist. Yes, we want to see, some of our favorite artists work with each other, but a lot of our favorite artists really don't even rock with each other like that. So how can they work together? You feel what I'm saying? So I definitely understood that, because I would not feel okay working with someone that don't like me, or someone that I don't fucking particularly like. That's just me being real. I can't say that enough. If I don't really rock with you, I know I can't work with you. And that's just that on that, and facts on facts. But after all of that, these tweets came out. So it says, Nicki Minaj just had a great convo with that girl JT in Young Miami. Let's move on and make new memories, y'all. Then, sad sister, thank you for your time, your advice, a true queen, love you. And then, as you can see, they all followed each other back. Okay, they all followed each other back. So, so it looks like things are all good in the hood with the City Girls and Nicki Minaj. Maybe we'll get a collaboration with them sooner rather than later. It's always good to see rap girls make up. A lot of the times people want them to still have an issue. You know what I'm saying? But with Nicki making amends with the likes of City Girls, I wonder, would there ever be a time where her and Lil Kim can make amends? Many years have gone by. It started out as, that's my idol. I got her style now. I'm the queen now. The OG don't like what's being done. I'm reigning supreme. She's out the door. It's that type of thing. So would there ever be a chance for Nicki and Little Kim to ever come to pass and get over their issues? That's all I want to know. But however, we're going to move on to the next thing now. Whoopi Goldberg, one of my favorite people from The View, she was suspended from The View about the Holocaust, about her about her opinion about the Holocaust. Now, I have an article here from the NY Post, and it says that Whoopi Goldberg is livid about her suspension. So we're about to go ahead and get into it. So Whoopi Goldberg is livid after she was suspended from The View over her claim that the Holocaust was not about race. It's telling her coworkers that she's going to quit the show, according to a source. Goldberg, age 66, feels humiliated at being disciplined by ABC execs after she followed their advice to apologize for the ill-conceived comments, a well-placed insider told The Post. She feels that ABC executive mishandled this. She followed their playbook. She went on the Late Show with Stephen Colbert and then apologized again on The View the very next day. The source added that Goldberg is taking the suspension hard and says she wants to leave the show. Insiders believe that she's likely just sounding off. Her ego has been hurt, and she's telling people that she's going to quit. The source says suspension from The View is like getting suspension from Bravo. The bar is very low. Reps for Goldberg and ABC did not return requests for comment. Goldberg raised eyebrows on The View Monday when she insisted that the Nazis and Jews were both white. Higher ups at the network urged Goldberg to make amends on the Late Show that evening, but she repeated the statement while attempting to clarify her comments. The next day, she invited Anti-Defamation League CEO Jonathan Greenblatt on the show to discuss her offensive remarks and to apologize again. But her words weren't enough for ABC top brass. Kim Godwin, ABC News president, announced her decision to suspend Goldberg for 2 weeks late Tuesday, telling staffers that such decisions are never easy but necessary. Words matter, and we must be cognizant of the impact our words have, Godwin wrote in a memo to employees that dubbed um, Goldberg's initial comments wrong and hurtful. As news of the suspension rippled through the network, it angered not only Goldberg but also her co-host on the daytime talk show. I love Whoopi. I love The View. Anna Navarro told the Daily Beast on Tuesday. This was incredibly unfortunate incident. Whoopi is a lifelong ally to the Jewish community. I am sad and I have nothing else to say. Goldberg first argued that the Holocaust went beyond race during a discussion piece on The View about a Tennessee school district's decision to ban Moss, the Pulitzer Prize winning graphic novel about a Holocaust survivor. The Holocaust isn't about race. It's not about race. Goldberg said it's about a man's inhumanity to man. All right, so that's pretty much the gist of that. Now, this is all I gotta say about this. Like, I do think that when you do something wrong, you either have to apologize. You have the right to apologize and redeem yourself, right? So I feel like Meghan McCain has said a lot of offensive things on this show, and not once has she ever been suspended. Not once has she ever been rectified. She got to quit. Did nobody slap her on her wrist and say anything to her? Because she said and done a lot of questionable stuff, and nobody ever suspended her for anything. But now you got Whoopi Goldberg up here who says her opinion, which she could have been a little bit uneducated on the topic at hand, but she apologized. Why y'all gonna suspend her? That's my whole thing. Why suspend her? Why do that? That's my whole point. Why suspend her? Like, why not just give, like she did what y'all asked her to do, go and apologize on somebody's talk show, and she came back and apologized on the actual View broadcast, and you still suspend her? No. Like I said, when you have somebody like Meghan McCain who has said and done worse things, you could have gave Whoopi that same damn concept. I'm just saying. But we're gonna move on to the last topic of the day, and that's Buffy from Married to Medicine. Now, as you guys already know, Buffy has been speaking out against Married to Medicine for quite some time now. She's been talking about Jackie and Simone, and she ain't been on the show for how many seasons now? And she's still trying to get her story told. Now, Buffy had a couple of things to say about Bravo getting rid of Jeannie from the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, and she feels like they need to turn their attention to the Married to Medicine cast. Okay, now this is what she had to say. I'm about to play the audio, and then we're gonna move on to whatever else her ass said. So here is what she had to say. Hold on, y'all. Where it at? Oops, wrong one. I thought I had it. Okay.
So they fired Jen from Real Housewives of Salt Lake City for some horrible racist posts that she made a couple years ago before even becoming a housewife, after being pressured. But my question is, and y'all already know where I'm going, when are y'all gonna get down to those broads down at Married to Medicine? When is there gonna be some action for OBGYNs doing what they did to me? Because I mean, there's racism, and that's bad. But these women knowingly went after my uterus, my mental health, my peace of mind, all because they were jealous of me and for a check. And nothing was done. In fact, they were given 2 more seasons of their show. One was given a book deal and a skincare line. Actually, they were promoted for going after me and making me depressed for 2.5 years and damn near suicidal. I'm just sure wondering when something gonna happen about that.
Okay, so after Buffy said this, she doubled down and said, should I release the phone call recorded when Dr. Simone called me, panicking because production was going to expose how Jackie found out about my fertility issues? She admitted while giggling that she told Jackie that I had fertility issues and was sensitive about it in the car on the way to the Fab and Frugal party. Production couldn't find any other footage of me telling anyone on the cast about my personal medical history because I did not before she decided to use it as a storyline to promote her book at the cover party. But they do have that footage of that convo because vehicle rides are filmed. So after Buffy said that, this thing here, Mariah Huck said, keep sharing the true tea. You know I'm so here for all the real and raw. And Buffy responded with, thanks, sis. And I'm like, Mariah, shut the hell up. Like, y'all, I don't like Mariah. I'm sorry, but I don't. I don't like Mariah. I don't. Like, she always got something to say, child. Always. Then we get into Candiace. Now, Candiace has some things to say about Buffy, of course, because if I'm not mistaken, Buffy was on several different panels. I think she was on All About the Teas panel at one point, and if I'm not mistaken, she was on Sherelle's World panel too. I think she was. Correct me if I'm wrong, though, but I think she was. And she had a lot of strong opinions about Candiace in regards to the Monique fight and how she handled it. So with that being said, Candiace had some things to say to Miss Buffy. And Candiace said, were you concerned about accountability when you were leading the charge that had me depressed and suicidal? You are mentally ill in the most devastating way, and even that is not an excuse for how repugnant you are. Okay. Okay. That was a read. Okay. So with that being said, a lot of people have some things to say about Candiace and the fact that she came in and said what she said in regards to the situation and felt like Candiace should have minded her own business. All I gotta say is this. Just like Buffy, my thing is Buffy should have said something about this stuff a long damn time ago. Like, she's still harboring over this Jackie stuff, and I could have sworn Jackie apologized to her a long time ago. That's what I could have sworn happened. Because sworn Jackie been apologized to this girl already. So why she still on it? And then as far as Candiace is concerned, I'm not necessarily mad with Candiace for speaking on this situation, because Buffy spoke on her situation when she wasn't asked. So Candiace can speak on her situation without being asked. Buffy said a lot of scathing things about Candiace and how she was handling the situation with Monique. She had a whole lot to say, a whole lot to say about that, and it didn't have nothing to do with her. So I just feel like this: at the end of the day, One, you can't knock one for doing what the other one did. So if anything, it's funny to see how Buffy's talking about how her mental was compromised due to what Jackie and Simone allegedly did to her. But Candiace came out and said that her mental health was compromised based off of what happened between her and Monique and everybody, including social media, people like myself and people like Buffy, who had a lot of opinions on this situation, had something, contribute to her mental state of mind. So at the end of the day, you cannot be upset about Candiace going in on Buffy, period. And Monique commented as well, talking about some people never learn. No, you never learn. Why you always speaking on Candiace every time something comes out in the news about that girl? You didn't even have to say nothing. But instead, you want to comment on this girl, showing how obsessed you are at this point. Monique, let it go, girl. You on a whole nother show. You got you a check coming. Let it go. Like, you ain't gotta fuck with Candiace no more. Like, at this point, I just feel like this. When I don't rock with somebody, when I don't like somebody, I don't mention them. Like, I don't talk about them. They're a ghost to me. Like, I was literally at my cousin's wake, right? I was literally at my cousin's wake Tuesday night. And I saw a cousin that I have not talked to in 2 years, had not seen in 2 years. And when she walked her ass up in there, I acted like she didn't even exist. I kept talking to the people that I was fucking talking to, despite the fact that she was standing right in front of me. It's just like I saw a ghost. I didn't see nobody. When I don't rock with you, I don't rock with you. You are a ghost to me. You are dead to me. I don't see you. And that's what the T is. Period. So that's what it is. So yeah, so that's all I got for this. Yes, for the mess. Be sure to like, rate, comment, and subscribe to my channel, especially if you're new here. And also click on that notification bell so you can be notified whenever a video drops. Also, if you want to follow me on any form of social media, my Twitter and my IG will be down below. If you want me to follow you back on Instagram, be sure to hit me up in the DMs with the hashtag Mrs. Team Scotty, and I would definitely follow you back. With that being said, you guys, your boy is out of here. Until my next video, I will holler at you guys later. I will be back on point all next week. I'm telling you, I'll be back. I'm coming back with a vengeance, okay? I'll holler at y'all later. Peace out.